Now, in the game between Barca and Newcastle yesterday, we saw Joan Garcia being substituted because it looked like he was injured. Now, Barca have confirmed that he will be available in the game that they will play this weekend against Rayo Vallecano. The medical report out this afternoon claims that Juan Garcia is fit. He has no injury and he will be in action. The player that was also mentioned was Eric Garcia. During the game, he had to be substituted, and in his place, Ronald Araujo was introduced into the match as well. Now, he will also be having tests later to confirm whether he can play. Now, on Madrid, they have also made it clear that there's an injury for Thibaut Courtois, goalkeeper for Real Madrid. So 2 months, he's going to make the Atletico Madrid game, Mallorca, Bayern Munich, home and away UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, Girona, Alaves, Betis, the potential UEFA Champions League semi-finals. That is if Madrid qualifies. Espanyol and Barcelona. Talk of transfers and talk about players that might be leaving or players that might be extending their contract. Antonio Rudiger has been mentioned. He's still in talks with the club. His agents are doing that and he's likely to renew. Now, Madrid are also looking at Nico Schlotterbeck for Borussia Dortmund. The club wants him. Borussia Dortmund are pushing hard for a renewal. There's also the mention of Ibrahim Konate, who's an option as the club is talking to his agents. And also Jacobo Ramon will have to come back. He plays for Como currently, and the club is considering either bringing him back in 2026 or 2027. Talk of transfers, another player that made news in the UEFA Champions League matches was Enzo Fernandez. His gaffer is Liam Rosinia. He's made it clear that statement that Enzo made after their defeat to PSG, Enzo has told him at training that he still wants to play for Chelsea.
Managers, I think every manager goes through moments like this, goes through difficult weeks. I've had challenging periods before. Strasbourg, we've lost games. I've lost games in many jobs like all managers have done, but I've always found a way to come through that. And now we're at that point again where I think as a group, we need to find a way to fight at Everton and come through a difficult period.
I know you'd been alerted to Enzo Fernandez's quotes after the press conference, and you said you hadn't heard them and you haven't spoken to him. Have you spoken to him now? Because they are pretty strong, and I think they're probably quite concerning for people that support your club that he can't guarantee he's going to be here next season. Yeah, I think I had a great conversation with Enzo at length this morning before training, not just about his comments, just how he was feeling, how as a team we can improve. He's one of the captains of the club. What I would say is that he made it really, really clear to me how happy he is here at this club, how much he wants to win, how passionate he is for us to be successful. And he also said that in translation and in emotion, things get misconstrued in what he said. So for me, he's fully committed to this group. He's fully committed to win here at this football club.
That is Liam Rosinia, head coach of Chelsea. Now let's move on from that to the local front, and I'm doing Africa because yesterday Patrice Motsepe said I should come and tell you what they've done concerning Morocco, Senegal, and then hearing that Senegal are heading to the Court of Arbitration for Sports. Beginning with what he said concerning Senegal saying they are going to CAF. According to him, they will respect the decision of the Court of Arbitration for Sports if it comes to a point where Senegal have been awarded the title or have been awarded a victory in the case between Morocco and Senegal.
Board took one decision. The CAF Appeals Board took a totally different position. And I'm told that, that Senegal is going to appeal, which is very important. Every one of the 54 nations in Africa have a right to pursue their appeals and their advance interests, not only at the highest level in Africa, in CAF, but also the highest body, which is the CAS. And we will adhere and respect the decision that's taken at the highest level.
That is Patrice Motsepe, still staying with the CAF president. He also touched on other important matters. He says member associations of CAF will always get equal treatment. No one will be favored over the other, because after this case was announced, or this ruling from the appeals board was announced, all of you were talking about Morocco being favorites of CAF, and also the fact that they've been hosting the Afcon. They were supposed to host the Afcon and all that. So all of you are now saying that Morocco are being favored by CAF.
A critical factor is that not a single country in Africa will be treated in a manner that is more preferential or more advantageous or more favorable than any other country on the African continent. We take what has happened at the final match in Morocco during the Afcon, the Total Energies CAF Morocco 2025, we take it very, very seriously. And we have already started with very important steps to make sure that those areas which have been identified as deficiencies and where there's need for improvement, that the necessary resolutions are passed.
So we're waiting to see what happens when Senegal sends their case to CAF. It's very, very important. This weekend, the Ghana Premier League will be played. Ghana Premier League matches this weekend. Hearts of Oak are playing against Heart of Lions on Friday, and then 11 Wonders will lock arms with FC Samatex as well. And on Sunday, Asante Kodoko against Nations FC Dreams will play Mediema. Basake Holy Stars against Young Apostles. Gold Stars against Vision. Brekum Chelsea with Karela United. Swedru All Blacks against Hoho United. Bechem United will also play against Adriana FC.